My sister always predicted that I would be the country girl and she would be the city girl. I took offense to that because I felt my introverted nature had been exposed, and that a life in the country would be too simple. So naturally, I did everything in my power to prove her wrong. Eventually, I moved to New York City to live, and also traveled to other international capitals, London, Paris, Milan, Tokyo, living the fast-paced lifestyle that a city girl should lead. 3 years later, throughout the cold and treacherous New York winter, I felt my soul was desperately in need of a recharge. Now, it's July 21st, 2022, and I find myself in the north of France, volunteering on a jam farm. Yes, a farm where we make jam, with the sweetest couple of well-traveled artists, Nick and Judy. My mornings usually begin with a new funky hairstyle to deal with. If I can avoid not bonking my head on the tiny door frame, then we're off to a good start. Today we're making apricot lavender jam, my favorite flavor. Before we sit down for lunch, Nick always brings a new art book for me to flip through. They've got such a beautiful collection living upstairs. I hope to one day own such an impressive library as theirs. Sketching follows lunch. Recently, I've been sketching the people I've seen on this summer's nomadic journeys. My favorite so far is this one of a couple I spotted near Le Moulin Rouge. While I'm occupied with my sketches, Judy normally goes about some scone creation, Nick does a bit of reading, and Susie solves the daily Wordle. Now we're free to take our bikes for a spin. How far will we go today? During our last meal of the day, we tend to fall into stories of the past, of Nick's experience as a cameraman in the 80s and Judy's magnificent travels and encounters with characters from all over. I've gained so much insight and wisdom from my time here on the farm, but none of it makes me regret the decision to move to New York, struggle, and live out the dreams my younger self set out for me. If there is any point in my life to experience a bustling city, it's my early 20s. I just know that there's a calmer life waiting for me afterwards.